What are some behaviors that scream unintelligence? Well, I'm not sure you can reliably gauge intelligence by just looking at behavior, but people who try to get on the train while others are getting off score pretty fucking high in my book. Not being able to distinguish facts from opinions. Thinking being louder in an argument means you are winning. Constantly insisting that you're very intelligent. Edit. Allow me to emphasize constantly insisting. I'm sure there are intelligent people out there who acknowledge it when prompted, but I mean people who constantly feel the need to convince others that they are intelligent. Inability to consider an idea with which you disagree. Kinda an oddly specific one, but people who brag about doing dangerous things and thinking they have the biggest cock in the world for it. I had a coworker once who was bragging about the fact that he was going over 100 on the freeway that morning, and my manager looks at him and says, "You were going over 100 in your shit car with your pregnant girlfriend?" Not being able to learn from mistakes. There's a Chinese proverb that says that smart people learn from their mistakes, but the really wise ones learn from others' mistakes. When it comes to fools, sadly they, edit typo, do not learn from anyone's mistakes. As long as you can learn from mistakes, you are at least half as more smart than you really need to be to succeed in life. Not able to change viewpoint when confronted with verifiable facts. Viewing regular trips to the casino as an investment strategy. People who are narrow-minded. The most intelligent people I know keep an open mind, admit when they are wrong, take in information from all angles, and think for themselves. Posting fucking arithmetic problems with basic order of operations shit, and claiming only geniuses see and solve TIS. People using talking points to sound smart, but miss the topic entirely. People who take news from Facebook as factual news. Repeating rhetoric you have heard, but not being able to actually explain what it means. Using complex words without fully grasping what they mean. I do it sometimes. It makes me sound photosynthesis. Loud people open their mouths and somehow close their ears to listening. Believing something you are told just because. Thinking that you know everything and then expressing it. No self-awareness. Hypocrisy / holding people to standards you yourself cannot be held to. Celebrity worship, that is the Kardashians. When my ex would be proven wrong with almost zero effort on my end, she wouldn't know what to say. She would get aggressive and search for reasons to get angry, those reasonings being implausible 95% of the time. Thinking the world is all black and white, good or bad, that there are no shades of grey. People who constantly use elaborate vocabulary and make a big deal out of it. I think it's important to learn new words, but I think it's more important to understand your audience and communicate in a way that simply conveys your message and doesn't leave anyone out. Whenever someone starts a sentence with "wake up, people, I know we are in for some mass stupidity." Casual littering is one that gets me. People who think anybody who thinks differently than them is an idiot or a bad person. When there's no healer in the party and the party itself is not coordinated at all. You can't just take on the end boss if everyone is focused on doing a ton of damage instead of prolonging the amount of time you can spend doing damage. There's also the issue when one party member decides to attack an entire group of enemies by themselves and everyone else has to come save their ass. When you don't know what you know, and you don't know. When you're asked a question and you just say some B** instead of simply saying "I don't know that," and then just researching that information to learn. Sticking a utensil in the toaster while it's still plugged into fish out toast. The idea of being an alpha. Never saying the words "I don't know." I feel like the smartest people I know recognize when they don't know the answer to something and will say "I don't know." But stupid people don't realize how dumb it is to confidently pretend you know the answer to something. Not listening to others. Not being able to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand why they may feel the way they do about the situation. Judging the intelligence of a person by a single bad habit / personality trait belief. Being very ideological, tribal and dogmatic. Using the word unintelligence. Driving like you have 9 lives. People who think politicians actually care about them and not their own self-interests, regardless of politics affiliation. As I look through this thread, 90% of the comments are symptoms of immaturity as opposed to a lack of intelligence.